Happy New Year! Oh, this is exciting. All right. Welcome to Monday's Momentum. Hop on in here. We're going to break down 2022 in numbers. Some of you guys have seen my post, and I want to see if I can maybe pull it up. Probably would have been a good idea to open that up. Oh well, we'll leave it. Over 56,000 mailers for 2022, and I thought, why not break down the numbers? Because so many of you guys probably have farming on the list. Who in here wants to farm for 2023 or dive deeper in your already existing farms? Maybe you've dabbled, maybe you tried things, but you really are not seeing results. One of the things I'm going to tell you right now is I ended up sending 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mailers. I sent 7 mailers to my original farm, to my very first farm. Now, I also dabbled in an expansion farm, and I say dabbled because I really dabbled in it. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mailers I sent there, which isn't enough. I'm going to be honest. So we have big expansion plans for 2023 in that farm. Really excited on that. And we're going to see where the road leads, because 56,000 mailers is awesome, but I'm ready to grow. I don't know. I feel like there is so much growth opportunity ahead of us. So I'm really excited. All right, welcome to our very first Monday Momentum. All of that said, let's dive in and break down some numbers. So the total amount of mailers sent, and I'm going to see if I can maybe I can use these banners here. 56,931 mailers sent. Yes. This is crazy. Like, totally crazy. And one of the cool things is that this is not all on farming, okay? Some of these are farming. We're going to break those down. And some of these are just listed, just sold, because there is a strategy beyond just listed and just sold that you should be utilizing, especially as your farm is picking up momentum. It really comes in handy. And then we also have lead nurture mailers in there that are used for my past clients to stay in front of them, make sure that they don't forget about me, making sure my retention numbers are ridiculously high. Okay. I just actually got a message yesterday from a past client of mine who is now looking to help their child out. Maybe it was a rental. Turned out the rentals are so expensive that they're looking now to purchase. Again, top of mind, right? Know where you are spending your money in 2023. There's no shortage for you to spend your money. Number one place for you to spend your money on, your SOI. I love farming, don't get me wrong. But if you do not have a handle on your SOI, you're leaving money on the table, easy money. So the first things that everybody that walks into this group is always getting told is make sure your lead nurture mailers are dialed in. And I wonder if I have any here by chance. I don't. That's too bad. One of the ones that was sent out is a calendar, for example. But you want to make sure you have your lead nurture first and foremost all set in. People that already have done business with you. How many of you guys are probably dreading right now to make these connection calls of like, hey, Happy New Year, right? Everybody's doing the same thing. Now, what if you can just show up in their mailbox with a postcard, for example, and let this roll? Invite them to a few events. We're going to have so much more events coming inside the Hyperlocal Agent. And then from there, you can expand into farming, okay? So for our SOI mailers, we have sent 13,932 mailers to our SOI, okay? So that is one of them for that entire full number. Then we have the farm. So there is 7 to my original farm and 5 mailers to an expansion farm. Again, this is there was not enough effort. Just mailers alone is not going to do it. So we have some cool expansion plans for 2023, and I'll report back on that next year. So follow along for the journey. But in the farms itself, we have sent 32,755 mailers. Yes, that many. And many of you guys are probably thinking, man, that many mailers, and so many of them ended up in the garbage. But bear with me. I'm going to break it down in numbers. We're going to look at all the numbers, and I'm going to show you how each mailer actually made me money. Okay? Awesome. So then the third big one, we have just listed and just sold mailers at 10,252 just listed and just sold mailers. Yes, they have a place inside farming. Obviously, you want to tell people about it. Making sure you really craft an amazing just listed and just sold mailer is awesome. So there you have the three components that made up my giant number of 56,000 mailers sent, first of all. Okay. Now let's talk numbers. On average, most of these, you have two different types of mailers. You have some of them that are targeted, go into my SOI. You have some of them that are sent with every door direct mail, which is a little more, affordable. Let's put it this way. I don't like the word cheap. It's more affordable. So you have this many mailers sent. On average, if I average out the price, let's say we are roughly at 50 cents a mailer. Okay. You have targeted mailers being 80 cents, and I sent my every door direct mailers for about 40-ish cents. So median, roughly in between those, we're looking at 50 cents spent per mail piece. At 56,000, I'm roughly at $28,000. Okay. Most of you guys are probably sitting down right now and thinking like, $28,000. Okay. Now that is for the expense alone. You can then divert expenses, right? You can have vendor partners, you can co-brand, you have so many other opportunities of things that you can do. So the cost itself is not necessarily only your cost to carry. So be creative. Make sure that you are taking advantage of the opportunities for relationships. There are so many lenders looking to connect right now. There are so many home inspectors looking to connect. There are so many attorneys looking to connect. Connect with local stores. Don't be afraid to lean in on other small businesses, okay? It will help them too. Matter of fact, I'm going to start a newsletter, and I will be featuring a small business, ideally, on each of these. And with numbers like these, I can go back to them and I can let them know, hey, you have an opportunity to get in on a marketing opportunity right here. Here are my numbers from the last couple years. I hope that you will see the opportunity to get in front of the right people for a fraction of the cost. And especially the brick and mortar businesses that are super, super local are amazing. So make sure you connect with these local businesses, because it can be a lot easier if you have the right kind of person around you to help you divert the cost and also get in front of more people. Okay. So now we have the cost on these mailers. In general, this is not my complete accurate cost, since it was divided up based on the advertisement spend. Now, 28,000 for the mailers. Out of that, I'm looking at 10x based on commission income generated. So if you're looking, and then that's one of the lead sources. This is my main lead source. Okay, my past clients and my farm. I do not pay for leads. I do not have any of the Zillow leads. I don't do any Realtor.com leads. I don't do any of that. There is so much opportunity in your farm if you decide to really follow a plan. And that is the cool part about farming. I don't care about an algorithm changing, because I have built an email list inside my farm with my mailers that allows me to be everywhere, seen by my geographic farm, without relying on Facebook, social media in general, TikTok, Instagram. I don't do Instagram at all. I'm really bad at it. But you have the opportunity to take control of your own business with this marketing strategy, right? Add open houses in the mix again. Guys, we are needing to get back in front of people. If you are brand new, like, and you're not doing 2 to 4 open houses a weekend, right? Why not? Why not? Especially if that open house is an open house opportunity in the farm you want to be at. Heck, host that open house open 7 days a week, right? But you have so much opportunity ahead of you. And that's the cool part. Momentum is where it's at in order for you to really start off. Why is the new year always filled with opportunity? Because we're all looking for momentum. So that being said, you have to really look at those numbers. The number one question we get is, what's the ROI on mailers? Well, I just walked through all the numbers. Let's recap that real quick. I have sent 56,939,000 mailers in 2022. We had 13,932 going through to my SOI for the year. We had 32,755,000 mailers sent to my farm. I only sent 7 mailers into my farm, 5 into my expansion farm, 7 in my original farm. And we sent 10,252 just listed and just sold mailers. Okay. Spent $28,000 for a mailer, roughly. And again, remember, we can use vendors. And out of that, we're looking at 10x for 2023. So you see where your numbers are really, really important. So when I send a mailer, this one, for example, this one, I just had a call in November from this mailer in November, and this call said, hey, I have your calendar on my refrigerator. This mailer went out. It actually is about to hit the mailbox yesterday. Well, not yesterday, it was Sunday, probably today. This mailer alone is typically a 1 in 20 ROI. So I get a 20x ROI from this mailer because it's such an amazing long-term mailer. All year, I got a call in November from a mailer that I sent in January, okay? So it's the mailer that keeps on giving. It's really cool. All right, so all of that said, I got a special invite for you. I want you inside the Mailer Bootcamp this January. I'm going to kick off the bootcamp on the 16th. I got to redo my calendar. I haven't gotten to that yet. But the Mailer Bootcamp is completely free. If you have gone through it, awesome. If you haven't gone through, why not? The bootcamp is there to make sure you're getting your mailers dialed in. We're starting on the 16th of January. Let me get you the website. It's mailermombootcamp.com. So for those of you guys that are new, welcome aboard. Make sure you're joining it. It is free. There is no cost. This bootcamp has been changing agents' life. What I'm sharing inside this bootcamp is absolutely everything you need. One of the first things you as an agent need to understand is that your marketing cannot just simply be handed off to somebody. You really need to do a little bit of work. As far as the question, does this mailer have the magnet on the back? Yes, it does. This one here is the EDDM sized mailer. I go all over that one inside the calendar course. So if you don't have the calendar course, you should really have the calendar course. Drop calendar course and we'll send it your way. But you want to make sure that you're in this bootcamp. I don't know how important I think it is. It's like on a scale from 1 to 10, a 10 of the skills you have to learn. You have so many people right now that are going to be running specials that are going to tell you, hey, get into my membership, do this, do that. Invest in your skills. Because at the end of the day, if a market shifts, you need the skills to survive with no money down, okay? So make sure your investment in 2023 is you. Because if you're not willing to invest in yourself, why are you telling your clients to invest into themselves? It's like a double standard, right? So make sure you are investing into your skills. Take that class, watch that webinar, right? Go through the bootcamp. Make sure you are part of the learning experience that helps agents differentiate themselves. That is important. There's so much free training. I've done so many free trainings inside this group on geographic farming. I've done collaborations on open houses, on geo farming. We've done video training. Our mastermind for January is going to cover a productivity hack for texting in, mass texting essentially, but from your own cell phone. So it doesn't look spammy and people just delete it. You have to really look for the trainings that will build your skills. Because once you have these skills, sending 56,000, almost 57,000 mailers doesn't cost you more. It actually is so much more affordable to do that the way I do it than if I was to go to a company and outsource it. The problem with the outsourcing part of it is not that the companies are bad. Okay, there is a place when probably you have a mega team where you need to take on paid lead sources in order to sustain your team. But so many of you guys, that is not your model yet. Maybe you're going to go there. Maybe don't, right? But if you are not spending thousands and thousands of, dollars on leads because you have to feed a team of 20, start with yourself, right? Learn the basics, invest into your own basic skills, because it will pay you back tenfold, just like it did here, tenfold. It paid me back tenfold simply because I was willing to learn. And if you are a person that reads, I am currently getting my Success with Real Estate Mailer book, which is a #1 Amazon bestseller, revised. So the old version is currently still up. I'm going to not suggest you buy that one. I'm just going to show it to you actually, but don't buy it yet until we have the new version up. Various reasons. One is we're actually adding so many graphics. That was one of the comments that I received on it. Somebody, let me see if I can find it. Somebody said in the reviews, I don't like the book. I really hope, well, there was typos in there. I agree. But I really was hoping for graphics. And that to me is constructive criticism where I can say, you know what? I see that as a valid point for that person. If that person says, let me blend it in real quick. You know what? This is absolutely true. You see here, this is why I'm at 4.5 stars. Somebody was not happy for the fact that there was no graphics. So I fixed it. Well, I'm in the process of fixing it. And because we're so close, I'm telling you, hold up on getting the version right now until I have the newest version. I have also expanded the version. So if you have the original version, you may want to consider the new version once it releases. Don't worry, I'll email you about it. But this one here will have so much goodness for you to make sure you're getting started right. It's going to teach you the entire system. It's going to let you know all the things and not just the surface stuff. Okay. So Mailer Mom Bootcamp, it's a great start. We're also going to raffle a bunch of the books off in that one. So if you like raffles and free stuff, then the bootcamp is your place. I'm sure I'm going to be sending out a ton of the books as they release, since I really think it's so important that you have a manual that lets you learn and grow. So all of that said, welcome to 2023. Welcome inside the Mailer Mom Bootcamp, which is starting January 16th. And these numbers are not going to lie. Actually, you know what? While I'm at it, I want to show you geographic farming numbers based on, let's see, I just pulled them up this morning. Let me see where that is. Year to date. Let's go for previous. All right. All right. You want to see some stats? I'll show you some stats. Let me find some stats. So one of the things that I just pulled up this morning was my zip code right here, 60192. And I pulled up, the previous month, December of 2022, right there. Okay. Number one, just so you understand, I'm not looking for, you to believe me on theory. This is literally what I do on a daily basis. I am in the field with you guys. Do you see where, I think it just stopped. Hold on. This is where I want to make sure you understand this is really like the way I work. What I try, I bring to you. And it's up to you then to take the pieces that you can see working. Let me see if I can share the other one. And implement it for you and your marketplace. So this one here is 60192. This is my zip code. Single family, top agent by closed dollar volume, year to date, ending December 2022. So that is all year. Okay, so year to date. You see here 3 million on the list side, year to date, and then right there are my numbers. Okay, so this is not theory what I'm sharing with you. I really want to make sure that you see how all of this can work for you. You can become an amazing agent with market share where people are coming to you and saying, hey, do you have any homes for sale? Or, hey, we're thinking about listing. I'm going to be sharing over the next couple of days my latest mailer results because my inbox is blowing up with seller leads. So I'm going to get my CMAs out. I'm going to work on that. But if you are really timid to get started, do me a favor, send me a message. I want to know what's holding you back. How can I help you? What can I do? I want to openly invite you for that DM, post it in the group maybe. However you want to take the help, let me know. I'm really looking forward to helping more agents become hyperlocal agents because here's my reason. If I have a client that wants to move to Arizona, I want to know who is the hyperlocal agent in Arizona. Why is this important? Because the amount of community that you are building as a hyperlocal agent, it's an incredible feeling for people. People love to move into a place where they feel like home. It feels like community. There's events going on. There is camaraderie. There is so much more than just here's a house with a door, right? So this is my mission behind it. I want to know if I make that referral, it's going into a community that is absolutely amazing, and my clients will thank me for the introduction to that hyperlocal agent. I want a hyperlocal agent network of hyperlocal geographic farms. So, and I don't care what brokerage you is. That's the thing. I want to make sure that they are in good hands with great people, because at the end of the day, if you love what we're doing for a living, it's going to show. And it doesn't matter what your colors are on the outside, in my opinion. Don't care if you're, black, blue, if you are looking like a hot air balloon with red and blue and white, whatever it is, I want to make sure that they're in good hands, because at the end of the day, that's the referral I want to make. All right. So all that said, welcome 2023. Welcome to the Hyperlocal Agent Real Estate Agent Facebook group. And I hope I'm going to see you inside the bootcamp. So everybody have a fantastic Monday, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.